We moved the culture forward.
We did it, Joe.
I do know one is that when Black Twitter showed up, it was at the most important time.
We can kiki all we want, but when you're Black, you can't avoid the realities of this world.
And I might never come down.
It's way bigger than just fun and jokes.
Black Lives Matter!
We used it to create change intentionally.
Welcome back to Morning Joe, and that is part of the trailer from the new Hulu docuseries titled Black Twitter, A People's History. The 3-episode series covers the still-changing history of Black Twitter. From memes that have gone viral and the social justice movements it has sparked around the world, to the purchase of Twitter by billionaire Elon Musk, and what Black Twitter now looks like on the X platform. Joining us now, the director and executive producer of the series, Prentice Penny. Also with us for this conversation, member of the New York Times editorial board, Mara Gay, Elise Jordan, still with us. Prentice, congratulations on the series.
Thank you.
So let's just start here. How would you define Black Twitter?
I would define Black Twitter as anywhere where Black culture gets to be unapologetically itself. And that really happened on the platform in a big way.
So, and where would you say the birth of Black Twitter? When did it sort of begin in your estimation, and what was its heyday?
I think we were all sort of siloed in these sort of individual communities like HBCU Twitter or NBA Twitter. And it really was when "you know you're Black when" was a hashtag that sort of blew up across the timeline when Ashley Weatherspoon tweeted, "You know you're Black when you don't go outside when it's raining." And then everybody hopped on that thread. And that was sort of the big, I would say like the big bang of Black Twitter.
So Mara, it's certainly a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, well, it's a cultural phenomenon, but Prentice, I was hoping you could talk a little bit about when and how it kind of shifted from a cultural space where Black people from different parts of the world and country could talk to one another and have this kind of, I don't want to call it a safe space, it's a fun space, and a uniquely Black space, into something that actually fueled cultural and political movements in some ways, and also elevated local stories like George Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all on the platform sort of having, again, sort of fun times with memes and sort of participating in live tweeting with Scandal and shows like that. And it really was the thing about Trayvon that I think took Black Twitter into a more mature direction and recognized that, yes, we can have fun here, and this is a fun place to play, but we can also use this platform as a place for activism, and that really happened with Trayvon.
Yeah, could you talk a little bit, too, about how one finds Black Twitter? Because I've kind of often laughed to myself. Sometimes I'll be on Twitter, now X, and very well-meaning people who are not Black will say, "Please, where can I find Black Twitter?" And I kind of laughed to myself and said, "You just got to follow more Black people." But can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the real difference between Facebook and Twitter, right? Facebook was a place where you sort of found friends or family members and things like that, where Twitter was a place to find strangers and people who didn't see the world like you necessarily. And so you sort of just have to hop in conversations and see who's following this person, who's following that person. So it's not a physical place, but if you just follow the right people, it'll sort of lead you there.
It's more of a spiritual vibe.
Yeah, more of a spiritual vibe.
So since this was based on a Wired article that was post, I believe, 2022, so you don't cover Elon Musk X specifically, but what was January 6th to the Black Twitter community? Because to you, it was a unique moment that it had been waiting for.
Yeah, we joke in the doc that it was sort of the perfect storm of what Black Twitter had been preparing for, which is, you know, getting really good with memes, calling out hypocrisy, and these sort of like coming together and white foolishness kind of all blending into one. But really what it was I think for Black Twitter was a space to sort of call out the hypocrisy that had just happened previously where, you know, the previous president was sort of saying respect Blue Lives Matter and respect the law of government. And, you know, even when Trump was sort of bombing that sort of Churchtown Square, you know, and sort of calling like the guard out for that, and then saying, but what's happening now? Now that you don't like the results, what's happening here? And so Black Twitter was really good, I think, at calling out, again, the hypocrisy of what we had just seen, you know, a few months prior.
I assume the COVID pandemic, when everyone had sort of isolated, that must have led to more energy on Twitter too, right?
Yes.
Because that's the only way people could communicate. Tell us a little more about that, and also just tell us more about the docuseries in terms of some of the prominent voices you have in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that time was specific too, because obviously we're all sort of siloed in our own homes. And it was a way that I think that Black Twitter sort of refound community in a certain way. And again, having fun on the platform, us live tweeting again about The Last Dance or Tiger King. And again, and also sharing resources, which I think is another thing that Black Twitter does really well, is sort of give information out to the community in terms of what's available to you. But in terms of the voices, we have such a wide array of people, from Roxane Gay, W. Kamau Bell, Jay Wortham, who works for the Times, and again, Sam Jay, again, comedians, and then just regular people. Like one of the, my favorite moments is Black Twitter's just made up of everyday people. And so Kashawn Thompson, who's in the doc in the first episode, is the first person to tweet Black Girl Magic. But she wasn't anybody famous, she wasn't a celebrity, but that's where it comes from. So I'm just really excited that people get to see the sort of birth of where all these things that we sort of just take for granted now all sort of stemmed from.
And lastly, give us a brief sense, how do you think Black Twitter has changed since Elon Musk took over and now it's X?
It's interesting. There's definitely an exodus of Black Twitter on the platform, but we're still there pretty large in numbers. And so I think, Black culture is always sort of having to move around in America. And so I think a lot of us are like, look, we helped make this place and we're not going to leave. And we're going to still come out here and say what we need to say. And I think even this past weekend with the Kendrick and Drake stuff happening on there was Black Twitter was very much alive on the platform.
Very much alive. All 3 episodes of the docuseries titled Black Twitter, A People's History, are streaming now on Hulu.